the Secret Galaxy live stream featuring Mike Kaess,
Either whole, it just doesn't really work that well.
Kate-in-chat,
I'm telling you, we're in a fight, and chat is on my side.
your host, Dan Larson.
Starts off all the way down here with Gundam getting kicked in the nuts.
Starts now.
Hello, and thank you all for being here today. Been a few weeks since we hung out. Glad to be back tonight. Bit of a chill show lined up. There's some news and reveals and stuff to talk about. We'll hit some pickups, but first, if you hear him say no kings and think he's making it political, wait a beat and see if he follows it with go fish. It's Mike Kaess.
It was a hockey thing, is what I was going for.
Okay. I wasn't sure. I responded.
It was
like, I don't know what he's talking about.
It's a hockey thing. It's like, I was always go Kings go, and I was like, no Kings no. But
Got it.
Hey, so I have a question. Who does the opening there? Always wondered, like, whose voice is that?
The narration.
Yeah.
What have you heard? It's me.
Oh, it's you.
Yeah, it's me.
Oh, it's crazy.
Yeah, I use technology to my advantage, and I play with the sliders, the like bass and reverb and all that stuff. Yeah, it's been me every time, and sometimes it sounds exactly like me, just a little bit more pitched. Sometimes it doesn't.
I knew that. I just know that someone asked, and I figured I'd bring it up.
Yeah, no, appreciate it. It's fine. It's me. Surprise.
It's it was Dan the whole time.
The whole time. She once pledged her allegiance to a cat named Mr. President. It's Kate-in-chat. Hello, Kate.
It's true. It's true.
It's true.
That was a
It's
cute
true.
cat. It was a cute cat.
It was. We were talking before the show. She also pledged her allegiance to a donkey. In her defense, that donkey was the mayor of the town. So,
True.
Well, you
Also
have to
true.
legally. You have to.
Mhm.
yeah. Crazy thing is, he was a Republican.
No way.
Donkey.
Absolutely no. Yeah,
That's
absolutely
the
not.
opposite.
No. Yeah.
He was an asshole, though. So,
Oh,
I mean, what can we do about that?
nothing.
it was a ghost town in Colorado. We were there on vacation, and we went to one of those, like, I'm going to say fake ghost towns. There's no ghosts. We didn't find
Like
any
a tourist ghost train. Yeah. Well, it's because the Ghostbusters roll in, they get all the ghosts, and the ghost town tourism just plummets. Like, what do you do after that?
What did you do? Yeah. You gotta foster those relaionships.
That's right.
You have to make them feel welcome. You don't want to.
That's right.
You don't want them going over the line, but you need them to stick around. Yeah.
I don't know. That's still there is still one of the best pictures I've ever taken in my life from that ghost town, because it was like
Picture of me.
no, it was there's a very nice picture of you from there, but no, the better picture, and this is before digital cameras, folks. I had a regular old camera. Yep. And but it was just starting to be lightning out, and the timing of this one picture is perfect with like the lightning crossed in it looks like
I bring it up, but it's a conventional photograph, and I absolutely have not seen that picture in.
I haven't seen it in ages.
I don't even know where that.
But it exists. Some say out there it's still there.
It is. Oh yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
It's definitely
it's in
there.
a box somewhere in a vault, hidden, to be discovered at some point in the near future. Let's see who's here in chat. We've got Bitter Troll is here. Oops, I just hit the wrong button. I almost deleted your comment. Doc Zen is here. Thank you very much to Ami Moragor's YouTube thing. Ami Moragor's for becoming a YouTube member. Appreciate that. We've got Stephen Fox is here. Max Esai is here. Slipshod Average is here. Various Cheeses. Z-Man at the party. Hello to Josh Brown of Josh Brown Customs. Thank you very much. Machine Man is here. It's just he does that for us, and I appreciate it.
He does. I love it. I love it so much.
I appreciate it so much. Grizzlefoot is here. Mr. Ryan Clark, good to see you. Timu Kainanen, Nebula 427, David Smith, Long was here. Lots of other folks. Good to see everybody. Appreciate you hanging out. Got like I said, pretty chill show tonight. Just gonna run through some stuff, some announcements.
Way chill. Yeah.
But first we're gonna hit pickups. Mike.
I got a house.
Pickups.
I can't pick it up. It's too big.
I heard you got a pretty cool playset. Diorama.
There's floors and everything.
1-to-1 scale for Mike. Yeah, pretty crazy. It does have some assembly required. So, we bought this house. We hadn't seen it. We hadn't even gotten a good look at it because like the internet sucks here unless you're on Wi-Fi, like the cellular service. So like anytime our realtor tried to like do a phone walkthrough, like it was always like choppy and like grainy. So I'm like, I guess I like that house. Like it's got roof, it's got wall, it's got floor, like all the things.
Didn't they have like at least like maybe like a video or something, just like a video walkthrough?
A little bit, but there's also just so much you can tell from like a video. Like when you're there, you start to notice things. So like, you know, we got in at like 1 a.m. After a very long day of travel with our poor cats who were troopers.
And it's funny because I spent all day at the Reagan National Airport on Saturday, and then you spent all day airport on
San Diego Airport. Yeah. We got there at 5 a.m. and we were I think we landed in Chicago. One flight, we landed at like 8 o'clock at night. So it was just a long day, and my poor cats. But you know, it's like 1 a.m. and we're seeing the house for the first time, and we're walking around, and we're used to like our California house, which is like a brand new build, like built in 2019, and like everything's nice and fresh. And this is like it was built in like 2001, 2002. So like it's a little creaky, and the walls need paint, and like the people that moved out made some weird choices for like stuff, and we're like, oh, is this the house we really bought? A little bit. Like part of it was just so tired, and part of it's like, oh man, I don't know if I would have bought this house if we had seen it.
Yeah, before. It would have been totally different if you like walked in at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Sky was clear, sun was out, beaming
like
through the window.
And like a little dingy, like, but you know, like it's fine. Like because our movers came the next day, 7 a.m. Like we got like 3 hours of sleep, then we got back up and the movers were here. But as I was walking around, because I had to walk, number one, we don't have any place to sit, and number two, if I sat, I would have fallen asleep. So it's like a shark, just constantly moving around, so I didn't die. And like the more I walked around, I'm like, you know what, I do like this. It's got charm. Like the front's cute, the inside's nice. The toy room I'm currently in is objectively bigger than my old toy room. I started imagining where things go, and I do like it. We've made a lot of improvements. Lily is by like 8 different shades of white to try to figure out what she wants to paint the house as. And since it's our house, we can like paint whatever we want, however we want. It's kind of nice. Like it's nice, you know. I bought new toilets. I've never bought a toilet before. I've never been so excited to buy a toilet, but I'm like, I don't know whose butt's been on this. I don't know whose butt's been on this, so I'm gonna buy my toilet so I know only
just
my
out
butt.
of principle. Just out of principle,
right? It's not even because it's one of those like little bowls, like one just for farts, you know.
Look, so, I didn't realize how small the toilet was where we live until that toilet like broke. And I didn't. What even happened to that toilet? We had to get it replaced, and it's a regular size, if not large, toilet. And so now I'm like, oh, that toilet was small. It was low. Like practically sitting on the floor.
Ours are really low, and the bowl is really small, and I have to like. I'm just like, I think I'm aiming in there. It's hard to tell. But so we went to Lowe's. I'm like $200 toilets. Boom, 2 of those. Like bidets coming. Like, you know, I'm like,
Ryan, he's already team bidet all day.
Oh, no. Yeah, I've already got the bidet. I ordered the bidet before I ordered the toilet. But I had to make sure I got the elongated bowl for the elongated, you know, bidet I got and stuff. And Lily's, not Lily's, but the one in our master bedroom has a plug next to it. So I'm like, ooh, do I go fancy? Do I get one with like a blower on it? So not only do I get
music and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like, how fancy do I want to get here? Like, But so it's been one adventure after another. But I spent so much money, like not even on toys, just like on stuff like adults.
Well, on a house, you spent so much money on a house.
Just all the friggin' incidentals along the way that you couldn't possibly like think of or prepare for. Like you didn't the first thing you were gonna buy was a toilet. You know?
Exactly. Yeah. Like toilets. We went to IKEA today, and it's like a 2-hour drive away. So we got up at 8, drove 2 hours to IKEA, and then we were there. You're like, you don't go to IKEA for like 10 minutes. We were there for like 3 or 4 hours, and I'm like exhausted. And they have another 2-hour drive back from Chicago. But I got like, you know, things like blackout curtains for my toy room, so you know the sunlight doesn't eke in on my vampire ways and whatnot. Just It's a whole thing. But
Well, yeah,
but
you moving has given
Yeah.
me a lot of anxiety. So I'm glad.
oh man, yeah. It's mostly done. Like there are so many pieces that could have fallen through. Like I told you, like I was out in front of my house yesterday for like 2 hours because they dropped off our cars. And they were like, okay, we need money for the 2 cars. I'm like, wait a minute, that's way more money than what I was told this was going to cost. And the guy's like, I don't know what to tell you, this is how much they told me that you owe. And I'm like, no, I've got a bill right here. I paid some of it for like the deposit, and then I owe this much. Like this is what I was told, and this is how much I have.
Because paper, you can't argue with that.
It's yeah, well, that and like our bank is in San Diego. We don't have like Chase. We have like a credit union. So like I can't go get money out.
Yeah, right.
like
right.
we don't. It's crazy, but like we were out there, and the guy like, oh, I'm gonna call the cops if you're not gonna pay. I'm like, listen, I don't want to tell you, like.
I'm gonna call the delivery cops. Yeah,
this is how much I owe, and like I'm on the phone with their dispatcher. I'm on the phone with the guy I booked it with, but he was apparently on a flight, so he wasn't answering. He wasn't answering me or them. And finally, the guy on the dispatch on the other end was like, "Listen, I see your paperwork. We'll sort this out. We'll just take that money and go." But it was like 2 hours, and like it started storming and raining, and I'm like, I don't want to be outside. I want to go inside. I'm from California. This is weird.
We don't get rain.
We don't get rain.
What am I supposed to do?
I don't know what to do right now.
That's awesome.
But yeah, it's been an adventure. But I'm here. I'm in Illinois. Finally.
Well, so I am curious about one procedural thing there.
Yeah.
In the lead up to it, obviously
Sure.
we talked about your cats traveled with you in first class. So they weren't in like with the luggage and all that stuff.
No.
So did you actually have to give them some kind of sedative or anything ahead of the time, or were they just like chilled out because it was such an overwhelming experience?
So according to American, which is who we flew with, we weren't allowed to sedate them, but we gave them a little something that the vet gave us. So like this will calm them down. This will keep them calm. They didn't call it a sedative, and like they never went to sleep. Yeah. They never went to sleep, but I think it did chill them out a little bit. Yeah. But man, so we got up at 3 a.m. to get to the airport at 5 or like 4:30 for our 6 a.m. flight. That got canceled or delayed to 8 o'clock. And then we got on the plane at 8 o'clock. Meanwhile, our cats are in carriers this whole time. So we at 8 o'clock, we're on the plane, first class, put the cats down. Everything's great. We get a little drink, but while the plane's boarding, they give first class drinks. And I'm like, it's 8 a.m., but should I order alcohol?
Yeah.
It's not first class.
It's but 10 a.m. where you're going.
Right. So, but then like we're sitting there for like 30 minutes, like, there's a problem. Everyone's got to get off the plane. So like when we have to get off the plane, yeah, right. Then we have to get off the plane. And then like
that's like, okay. Worst. Like it's one thing if your flight gets delayed and you're still just sitting in the waiting area, but to already be on the plane, to have like crossed that like hurdle off in your mind.
Yeah, exactly. I'm on.
You're in the next respawn zone.
Exactly. No, and so we had to get off the plane, and then they're like, well, we don't know if we have to rebook you or if we're gonna just if the plane's gonna take off, we're gonna switch a plane. So they delayed it to like 11, and a lot of people are calling trying to get different things. The problem is we can't do that because no matter how much they delay the plane, it's still going to get to where we need to go way faster than going anywhere else. So like, I'm like, we have to just sit here and wait it out and hope it works out. And it got delayed. The meantime, our cats are just in their carriers. Like I did go into, people are like, oh, just go to like the pet relief area. I'm like, that's for dogs. Like,
no.
Like,
cats, like they're already traumatized. The last thing they need is to be around dogs.
Yeah, well, cats don't work like that. You don't put a cat on grass and expect them to go to the bathroom. Like, yeah. But like, so I did go into like the single family room where it's just one big room with a bathroom in it in the airport, and I just took that over for 10 minutes. I'm like, I'm letting my cats out. Like my cats can do whatever they want. They've been through enough. But it took us literally like almost 24 hours of traveling to get home.
Yeah. Good job, cats.
Yeah.
I was sitting in that airport on Saturday, just like doing the math in my head, like how much longer is this flight going to get delayed? And should I just go rent a car and make the 13-hour drive?
Yeah.
Like
the answer is yes.
Yeah.
Well, and as the hours ticked by, you start to regret it. Like, I should have left. I should have left. I should have left. It's delayed again. I should have left. I could have been there by now. Just I ended up having to stay the night, with my brother and
yeah, I remember. Yeah, you're like, I'm just gonna go back to. I remember. I don't know if anyone's watching. I remember you texting me like, I didn't tell anyone my flight got delayed. I'm just gonna hang out here for a couple hours.
The first delay. Yeah. I was like, whatever.
The first delay was nice.
I just want to get to the airport. Focus, do some drawing, have a snack, and then it's like, I told you I got monkey pawed.
You did, you got monkey pawed.
Then it got delayed again, and I was like, oh, I'm not just going to be here for an extra hour. I'm going to be here for an extra 8 hours.
8 hours, yeah. There's a difference there. There's a difference between sitting, it's not great. But
and while just about every airport is a mall at this point, this one wasn't a very good mall. They didn't really have any good stuff. No. They had the National Air and Space Museum because it's in DC. They had the Air and Space Museum store, which had toy airplanes, and I was like, "All right, we're here. Let's go."
Yeah, like that. This will buy me a half hour or so of just looking around.
I'm going to spend like $100 in this store with these tiny airplanes. Problem was they were all the pullback style.
Oh yeah,
giant friggin' wheels
so
on
lame.
the bottom.
Yeah, so lame.
Like, I wouldn't have liked this when I was 10. I certainly don't like it now.
Absolutely. I know that the Dallas Fort Worth airport has a Toys R Us in it, and Lily was like, "You should go in." I'm like, I walked by. I'm like, I could tell you exactly what they have. It's nothing I care about.
No, it's like a quarter of its Lego.
Yes, I'm like, I see some Marvel. I see like two faces of Marvel Legends and like 3 faces of Black Series right there, and it's all like from maybe 6 or 8 months ago. Yeah, and it's all like $6 overpriced. So yeah.
Well, like I said, I'm glad you're in, and obviously we'll watch as the background behind you slowly fills in.
It's going to fill. It's going to change completely because I don't even think this is where my desk is going to go. So who knows?
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah,
nice. Do you have any actual? Did you get anything delivered yet? Did you get?
Tons. Yeah. Yeah, because there's things we can't do until we get some deliveries. So like. But my desk comes Tuesday.
No. I meant actual figures. Did you get any actual figures? I know your stuff is there.
Figures. Yeah.
Did you get your toaster yet, Mike? How is the toaster doing?
Listen, my toaster's here. Okay, the toaster's good. We're good. I got a couple things. Here. I got 2 things right before I left. They like squeaked in to the point where I didn't even put them. They couldn't even go on the moving truck. I got them after I'd left. So I did get this from Pulse. It's just another one of these Praetorian Guards because I wanted to. I didn't even really care about it, but I did finally get this. Got delayed over and over and over again.
Yeah, nice.
I did finally get my Blockies Action Edition Megatron. Awesome. And I had such lofty goals. I was like, I'm gonna be a house all by myself, like nothing. So I'm just gonna work on this because I have nothing else to do. The problem is, most of the time with no stuff was on the before we left, and I had a laundry list of stuff to do every day. There's like so many things to prepare for moving, so I did not have any time.
Yeah, and if you'd have known you were going to be at the airport that long, you would have brought it with you.
I would have brought it with me, but I didn't. But then, like the couple days ago, we're like, let's go see. We have this nice little area in Champaign, which is the city I'm in, where in like a maybe 5-block radius, all the cool stores are, like all the Target, Costco, Walmart. There's a store here called Meijer. That's really big. Let's see. Ollie's. I finally have an Ollie's and a Five Below and a Ross and a GameStop. So like every place I could ever want to go for toys is all in this little area. So that's nice. And I was going through the Target aisle, and I saw this ROM sitting there, and I told myself, because I wasn't buying toys actively before I was leaving, because that felt
you're getting rid of stuff. Yeah,
exactly. But I told myself if I saw this after I moved, I'd pick it up, and so I did. I haven't opened it yet, but I do have ROM here, and he's going to be a lot of fun just to kind of mess around with.
He's a really great figure. Really
yeah, he looks at all the pictures I've seen, like the butt.
It's got a nice butt. I have, I know what ROM is. I know who ROM is. I have owned the original ROM figure. I probably have a bunch of ROM comics.
rom-coms.
Rom-comics, not
That's what we call them. We call them
rom-comics.
rom-coms.
Yeah.
I don't think they use that. I don't think they use that term for anything else. I call them rom-coms.
That's right. But I've never been like, I need a Rom figure. Oh,
Yeah.
Rom, I love so much. And I have the set that Hasbro put out, that SDCC set they put out 10 years ago or whatever it was.
Yeah.
That has the 4-inch Rom. It's a nice figure. It's fine. But, I've never been like, I need Rom. Even when Crystar came out, I wasn't like, I gotta get Rom. But now that it's out, I'm like, it's a really cool figure. I like it. And I would love to see them continue to do this sort of.
Yeah, it'd be cool if they put out like a CD-ROM and like a
variants. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the Sony version, here's the Pioneer version. Yeah. It looks great, and it'll. Well, I don't want to tease anything. We're doing another top 10 at the end of June, so we'll see where that lands, because it wasn't eligible for the first one. State Farm said, Bad Wolf Media says State Farm Center at you.
There was actually a concert there tonight. I think as I was driving by, it looked it was popping. It was popping off.
Popping. It was popping.
Nice.
Kate got some stuff.
I got some stuff.
This is the first time I've ever received
molds.
It's the first time I've ever received a Big Bad Toy Store box, and none of the stuff in it was for me.
As if you feel betrayed.
Bunch of bullshit. Yeah.
This is bullshit. It's like a birthday party where and like the birthday kids getting all the presents. Yeah, nothing's for you.
None of you came to my birthday. So she did you got Sesame Street Ernie, NECA Ernie.
Yeah.
See if you can notice what's similar about all this stuff. NECA Bert.
They're so good.
So you're now current.
Are you gonna and you have the one that I sent you, the count. So are you gonna open these, or are you just gonna keep them in the box?
So those I do love the boxes, but I think I do have to open them because I love all of the accessories so much.
You're gonna do an unboxing? You're gonna do an unboxing?
Oh,
you're gonna make a video? I'd love it if you made a video.
Once you open one of them, then you'll open all of them.
Yeah.
You just got to get over that hump.
Okay. Yeah, I could do an
unboxing video.
That'd be fun. Okay.
Yeah. You gotta be able to play with Bert's paperclip.
His eyebrows.
It's his pigeon.
His interchangeable eyebrows and
oh my gosh, they're so great. But I it's really the letters. Those are my like
you could just go buy letters, right? They sell just letters.
No, but those letters have faces. They have faces and personalities. NECA could just sell me a personality alphabet, and that would be amazing.
There's a lot of people that are collecting it for the alphabet for sure. Build an alphabet.
Man, Jay Riker, that was so fun. That was so fun.
I actually enjoyed that video a lot as well.
I did too. Yeah. We just, it's like gotta hit numbers and stuff. And when you don't get a certain amount of numbers, you're just like, well, I can't work this into the schedule.
Well, I feel like what you do is have Kate do it, send it to me. We'll post it on.
It's fine with me. On
your secondary channel.
Take me out of the equation. That'll be great.
Yeah.
That works.
She also got the Super 7 reaction. Are these
reactions?
I mean, it's a decent 7. I don't know if it's super.
Yeah.
So as much as I love the packaging on those NECA ones, these guys have to stay in this package, right? I mean,
it looks like a TV, yeah.
I will. I think what I'm going to have to do though is I think I'm going to have to take them out and take all the, but like the blister and stuff and the wire around Snuffy's neck. I think I'm gonna have to take all that off and then put them back.
So it doesn't like he's being strangled.
Yeah, I don't like. Yeah,
definitely. It's given big. You're my pet vibes, and you're never gonna be able to leave me.
Yeah.
You have to do the connect the dots here.
So my god!
Yeah, you'll never know what it is.
Figure out who's on the back.
How will you ever know? Yeah.
Who's on the card?
Yep.
And then we finally got one of these, the Walmart exclusive Loyal Subjects.
Man. That is outrageous.
Amazing.
It's just like the box is like 8 pounds. It's so heavy.
Yeah, it's because it's got a whole like music situation going on in there.
Yeah, there's like a stand that plays the theme song and all kinds. She's got 2 different outfits in here, and
oh wow.
But see, that's
that's
kind of crap though, because you have to get 2 of them if you actually wanted to, like, what are you gonna change it all the time? You want to put it on your shelf, so you're gonna have to get 2. But yeah,
you have to buy 2.
So yes, is Kate opening or is she an inbox collector?
It's a so again, that box is amazing. That box is
So
so
it sounds like you need to
nostalgic.
buy. It sounds like you need to buy 3.
This was hard enough to get. These things keep selling out. I was lucky to see it in stock.
Isn't it crazy? Isn't it crazy that like Gem of all properties from the 80s, Gem is the one that like people are clamoring for?
I mean, there's weirder stuff.
I mean,
than
it's
that. Like
That's
I would
true.
put Cowboys of Moo Mesa as being more obscure than Gem.
It's true.
Well, I would also say that there's a lot of stuff out there for the non-doll collectors in the world, and
Sure.
there aren't so many things for that are like a real retro version of like a doll, you know.
Yeah.
So I think, you know, if you were into
Well,
dolls,
and the last dolls that they made, who's the company that was doing those? The more modern ones?
those ones that were the San Diego Comic-Con ones,
Yeah, were they? Who was doing those?
I don't know, but they're about $1 billion.
They were super expensive to begin with, and then
yeah,
they sold out
yeah,
immediately and
yeah.
got super expensive
Yeah.
on the
they're
secondary market.
gorgeous. They're absolutely beautiful.
Who was doing those?
I'm not looking it up because I don't want it on my search history. I don't want to influence my ads.
Right. Yes. Oh, kid video would be fun too. I don't think it was Tonner. I don't think
No,
so.
I think it was Tonner, wasn't it?
Oh, well, Machine
pretty
Man
sure it was
thinks it was Tonner.
Yeah.
I mean, the Tonner dolls are gorgeous anyway, regardless of what they are. So if it was, yeah, they were pricey and absolutely beautiful.
You know what?
This says Integrity Toys. Integrity Toys.
If they did a 6-inch line of Gem figures in like the G.I. Joe classified style, I'd buy it. I'd buy
well,
them.
I think I mean, doesn't that
she's part of the universe?
Yeah.
Well, that and that the ad for that what is it, Cold Slither box
Cold
set
Slither,
has a
yeah.
Gem. It has a Gem poster on the side of the box.
Yeah.
So,
are we gonna go to
would
that
be pretty
concert?
cool.
Are we gonna go to that Cold Slither concert?
Oh, I didn't know they were doing that. Are they?
Yeah, they did. At
happened?
Comic-Con, they're having a Cold Slither concert. Like,
Oh man, do we know who's actually cast? Are they like?
Yeah. Well, so I know the drummer is the drummer from KMFDM. I think the guitar player is from Blondie. So it's like a bunch of different bands. Like, yeah.
That's ridiculous.
It's a Cold Slither super group.
Yeah. They're putting on a full-on concert. At
Amazing.
Comic-Con,
Yeah, those were gourd. They're so. They are
I just look at these prices.
Those are nuts for dolls.
$700 for a loose figure.
$700, yeah.
Jesus. Yeah.
They were. Yeah.
They did a lot of different dolls.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess still got to figure out my travel plans there for STCC. I'm hoping to get out there.
That's fair.
Hoping to make that work. I was hoping to get that resolved this week, but now I'm hoping to get it resolved next week. That's how time
next
works.
week, you're like, oh, we're gonna resolve next week.
Time works. I did get a couple of pickups this week as well. I did again. I'm begrudgingly collecting Street Fighter 2 from Jada, so I did finally just go ahead and get I found a decently priced Ken. Was he Wave 2? I think. Right?
He's Wave 2. Yeah.
Yeah. So I did finally get Ken, and then just today I got my Sagat and Blanca.
I haven't got my Blanca yet. He's still in my pile of loot.
If I, it's like Blanca was the one when I did play Street Fighter 2.
Sure.
I played as Blanca. Blanca was my guy.
Yeah.
And I don't know the actual lore behind him. Everything I know, I learned from
I do. He was a kid that got lost in the jungle. That was it.
So did he turn into a werewolf or
yeah?
he
just what swimming in the water gave him electric eel powers, like interacting with electric eels.
Oh, is that what it says? That literally?
Yeah, that's it. Because like if you beat his story in the game, he just reunites with his mom in his village in Brazil. Yeah.
But I mean, he does very like werewolfy kinds of things, right? Like I loved playing as him because he's like slashing with claws and stuff. Sure. The electric powers here or there, whatever. Yeah. But I love that you could jump on the dude and bite his head. Yeah. And while I guess that could just be a regular guy thing, right? Like
I could do that. You could do that.
Mike Tyson did it to Evander Holyfield, right? Bit his ears. So like, but I just he was my guy. And plus, like he's green.
He's green. Yeah.
right? Like I know I'm
Yeah.
colorblind, but this is green.
He's way green. He's very green. Yeah.
So I'm like, he's like the Hulk, but he's a werewolf. And I'm
Yeah.
like, that's way more interesting to me than just some guy with, like straps. He just
Plus, he has
taped
electricity
taped
powers.
up his hands
Yeah.
and feet.
Yeah.
So it was weird, but nice to have those. I will say, just like all of the other figures, the attention to detail on this stuff is fantastic. The materials
Sure.
that they use, like both Blanca and Sagat, have that really soft, pliable plastic as their trunks. And so when you do really push that ab crunch to get them really bent over, those trunks are bending out of the way and nice. And then I thought for sure all this hair was just going to be a brick.
Yeah,
but it is also
Yeah.
very soft and very nice, and does not impede getting that head looking up. When you've got them all crunched over, you want the head to be able to look up.
Yeah.
And it does that very well. Plus,
I mean, Marvel Legends has figured that out with Wolverine, but he only cost $60 to do it.
yeah. Plus, he comes with his like giant electrical effects things,
and there's so many different ways you can use that. Like,
absolutely, absolutely, yeah. And these are solid. This is like thick plastic, like way thicker and heavier than the ones Hasbro does in Legends. Just a ridiculous amount of plastic there.
Sure.
But so yeah, I think all I'm missing now is DJ and Guile.
I think is it. DJ might be my favorite figure in the line so far. It's so weird because I do not care about the character at all. I never really played as him. Like I never had Super Street Fighter 2, but like he's a good figure. He's like fun. I don't know. I didn't expect to like him that much.
Any opinions on Ghostbusters Day reveals?
They exist. You know what? I do have an opinion.
Well, you said you might pick up the set, yeah.
I might pick up the set because that's like the ideal set of Ghostbusters to have, in my opinion. But it's crazy that they're basically re-releasing the HasLab.
They're in their Ghostbusters 2 outfits in the HasLab.
No, the Proton Pack.
Oh, the Proton Pack.
The Proton Pack.
Okay.
Like it's like a redeco Proton Pack based on the 1984 movie, as opposed. I think the HasLab one was based on the Afterlife movie, but I thought they weren't going to do stuff like that.
I don't know. I mean, people still to this day, people are still expecting them to do something with the hiss, to put the hiss out without the electronics, different deco,
septic tank version,
something.
Everyone loves a good septic tank.
The expectation was that was going to happen, so I don't think Ghostbusters fans are. I don't know. I don't pay attention, but are they disappointed?
But I'm just really curious to see what that opens up for like other HasLabs. Maybe some HasLabs that didn't make it, and they could just give it another go.
Put a different deco on it or something. Go with like Kenner colors. Kenner colors.
Put a bird on it. I don't know.
Or maybe don't release. Don't try to have it fund in I don't know, November.
Maybe with like with two other HasLabs going at the same time.
Yeah, put a little hat on him or something.
Yes, there we go. There we go.
This is evil Rancor.
Right here. And this is actually what I was talking about here. Justice for Cookie Monster. Justice for Cookie Monster.
Yeah, sure. That's going to happen. Yeah, forever. I think that was all my pickups. Check my list. The other thing I picked up was I did get my contributor copy of Toy Collector.
So hold on. They finally started sending you issues of that you.
Yeah, I could have. I just, Blake's got a lot going on. I never bothered. And finally, I was like,
I'm not going to razz him too hard.
I also think there's something cool about, there's something really nostalgic about actually buying it in the, as a
and I didn't.
I just feel like on principle, if you write an article in it, you should get a copy of it for free. That's like a bare minimum.
Yeah, and this is the new McFarlane Wonder Woman and Godzilla figures that are coming out.
I was seeing some chatter. I mean, obviously, I subscribed to Toy Collector for like 2 years. So many figures that were on the cover of Toy Collector never came out. Like I could think of
come out yet,
or got canceled. So the Gargoyles, Cold Stone.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Like that. Like I think there was like one or two more where they have figures featured on the cover and then they got canceled or something. It's just it's like a death knell.
So there is a 2025 Comic-Con predictions section in here. I have not fared well on these in the past. I don't know what any company's going to do. I just whatever. In fact, I think I've written the same predictions the last 3 years in a row or 2 years in a row. Like I don't know.
You'll get it right one day. Just keep trying.
I wouldn't say it's completely. There's no chance ever. It's just highly unlikely at this point. Please stand by. It's just unfortunately what happened is the way our schedule worked. Like videos, I don't know if you've noticed, videos used to be kind of shorter, and they've sort of grown, and the amount of information that goes into them, they're more dense now than they used to be. And so while I have gotten more efficient at writing them, and we've sort of gotten better with that research and production process, there's so much more in them now, and we're doing so much more research and stuff on the back end that it ends up just taking the same amount of time. So but we've got some plans for some interesting things coming up. Hopefully,
I'm glad you don't have plans for just boring things coming.
No, I mean we tested, and people were just the boring stuff got no traction.
Yeah, it's so weird.
It's weird.
The history of Shrinky Dinks.
Yeah. That's on the list.
Shrinky Dinks are awesome.
You know what I was gonna say? That probably is pretty fascinating. Now that I say that,
There's lots of good stuff in here, but then there's also my my recap of Star Wars Celebration. In here as well.
So
you got two things.
What I did on my summer vacation article.
Basically, look at this. Look at all these. This is all my photos. I'm a professional photographer.
We saw those when you came back from it. And you, okay.
You don't want to. Don't act like you've already seen all these pictures.
How many tiny trucks did you put in there?
0. There is one of the Gundam though.
All right.
Yeah. All right. I think that's everything. I think that's all we got for pickups and stuff. So we got some news stuff to hit here. I need to get a sounder. Mike, I need you to make me a news. Beep, beep,
okay.
Beep, beep, beep,
the
beep.
news.
Exactly. Something.
What? No blow molds today? I mean, I don't have any, so I don't know if you're looking at me. Yeah.
No,
we didn't prepare anything.
No, I think that
I'm just asking because I get that sweet royalty check whenever time.
Yeah.
Oh right, yeah, no,
it's got bills to pay.
Yeah, it's like I bills. Hey, I just bought a house. Come on.
Oh yeah.
Help me out here. Run it a couple of times.
So much stuff for this stupid house. I'm just saying, you just give me a blow mold sticker.
Yeah.
This week in blow molds.
There you go.
Now people are expecting blow molds, and
I'm sorry. There is nothing. Yeah.
There's nothing.
All right. I think this man needs.
Listen, I will say toilets cost a lot less than I thought they did. I've never priced out a toilet before. I had no idea what to expect. I felt like $200 was fine.
I don't even know what the going rate is for a toilet.
$200.
Last thing I bought was a toilet seat because the seat broke on ours, so I just need to replace the seat. The model seat is fine.
Yeah.
No, that's Mike's voice. Nebula.
That's me.
Yeah. Sorry. We'll see you next week, Duxette.
Yeah, we'll put some blow mold stuff in there.
We'll double it up.
Yeah. $200 every time we play it. That's ridiculous. But he's my friend. What am I going to do?
Yeah. Sign that contract.
I don't know how he made that. I can't reproduce it.
I think he means get a lot of use out of that $200 toilet.
Oh, the toilet. Okay.
$200 toilet. Yeah.
We're still talking about the this week in blow molds. Okay, so Kate, I don't think you've actually seen any of the pictures of this yet.
No, I hadn't seen them.
Mattel Creations Barbie She-Ra. Barbie She-Ra.
Barbie Ra.
So, can I actually not? You're not going to let me click on these photos? That's dumb. Well, so is this a She-Ra face or is this a Barbie face, Kate?
That's a Barbie face.
That's a Barbie face. Okay. Honestly, I don't know what the difference would be, but
it doesn't. It looks like Barbie cosplaying as She-Ra.
Right. I do like this. If I could focus on one of these photos, this fully embroidered, fully stitched. Just because because we have that Mattel, what was it, like 6 years ago? They had an SDCC set that was, the doll, and you had both outfits and 6 different swords and stuff. And I want to say that was more of like a leather applique kind of thing. So it wasn't leather, but,
click on them on the left. Apparently, is how you make them big. Bad Wolf Media. The little thing on the left.
That's
Yeah,
what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing.
it's not doing anything.
No, all it's doing is scrolling the
Bad Wolf Media, you've
thing.
lied to us.
You failed us. Yeah, it's not working. It's okay. This is zoomed in enough, I guess. You can see them from here.
We can see it.
Yeah. I think we have packaging photos here. Anyway, Kate, what are your thoughts?
So I would say I do love Barbie. I love Barbie. And
Is this that new body?
can I see her knees? Yeah. Yeah, that's
Okay.
I mean, she's got knees.
yeah.
Well, traditionally those knees are hidden.
Correct.
They're sort of like under the
used to
skin.
be, but now this is the thing. So I like it. What I would really love is if they were planning to also reimagine all of the outfits, like all like the whole line of clothes that came that was available for She-Ra. That I think it would be real cool. I mean, I'll definitely I will want her. This would absolutely come out of the box. That box means nothing to me.
I was surprised it was such a simple box. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's so
standard clear box.
Yeah, and it's so not really.
Yeah, we still have the box from that Comic-Con set because it was so awesome.
That box is amazing. Yeah,
it was in the background as part of the display for like a year.
Would they do like a Skipper Glimmer?
That would be fun. Little
Ken
He-Man.
Yeah.
Well, no, Ken would have to be Bo.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's
for sure.
But yeah, and this is totally true. Barbie was absolutely. I mean, she has been everything. She dresses up for all of the occasions. So yeah, that's what this looks like to me. This doesn't look like She-Ra.
No, she's going to Comic-Con, and this is her.
She's going to Comic-Con.
Yeah.
She doesn't look quite as good as Simple Tricks and Nonsense would if she was Rebecca would if she was dressing up as She-Ra, but she's a close second.
Looks right. Let's see what's this going for. $55.
That's great.
I feel like that's not bad for what it is.
For what it is, yeah. Yeah, and I don't know if it's going to be like limited edition or doesn't look like it. Anyway, there's that thing.
I mean, I don't want it, but like I
well,
feel like
but that's on Mattel Creations, right? So that's not like in stores situations. Yeah,
my understanding that is correct. Yes, that is my correct, and that's whoops. This just worried how much those boots are working for me.
I mean,
just embrace it, man.
Yeah,
what you like. Yeah,
nothing wrong with that.
No judgment-free zone here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Thoughts on this?
Oh, dude.
Case?
First of all, since the founding of Black Series Cantina, my co-host Zach has been clamoring since like episode 1 for an all-new Anakin from the ground up, because that's like his favorite guy. So yeah, like I'm 1,000% in on this. I don't care that it's $110. I feel like for the 2 figures, for like 6 different lightsaber effects,
it comes with a lot of stuff in here.
7 if you count the little effect of them clashing, alternate hands.
Did I grab that photo?
Each of them have an alternate face, all brand new sculpting, and 2 stands for them to stand on. Like, I think $110 is a steal, honestly. Like that's the price of one SH Figure Arts, or you can get this and you're getting 2 fantastic figures that I would argue look way better than their SH Figure Arts counterparts. So like it's a no-brainer for me. I am going to Comic-Con with an empty suitcase so that I can just for this. Yeah.
Robo was talking about it on the Rewind today about how many pieces of underwear and t-shirts and stuff he was gonna have to leave in a trash can in his hotel room. So that he could bring this home.
I mean, it's just it's a thing. Like this is 1,000%. This is coming home with me, and I might have to get 2. But I know so everyone's freaking out, like, oh, I can't believe they made this exclusive. Like a Comic-Con exclusive hasn't been hard to get since 2020.
Yeah.
Like whatever it was about the pandemic and shutdowns and stuff and all the cons going away, the one silver lining has been, for whatever reason, Hasbro made it way easier to get convention exclusives where they don't focus on getting all their stock to conventions anymore.
Well, I gotta believe both of these figures are going to be made available.
They're going to be single packs, But
you might not get all the little effects and
it's probably going to have nothing. It's probably going to have nothing. But yeah, if you want this set, it'll be on Pulse. Like it won't be hard to get. This is like a no-brainer. I'm so excited for this. The funny thing is, though, like as excited as I am for this, it wasn't the thing that I like the most out of it.
Out of this set? What was it?
Out of the reveals.
Out of the reveals. This is all I have from the Star Wars thing. So whatever.
Oh man, so you don't have the witch? You don't have the witch?
Oh, I forgot to grab those photos. Hang on. All right. Yeah. I gotta grab that stuff. Hang on. Let me see if I can.
You got to.
I'll grab. I'm sure Paternia or.
They do for 100%. They have that stuff.
It was in my notes. It's in my notes, and I forgot to grab those photos because I grabbed these photos, and I was like, okay, that's it for Star Wars. Dummy. He doesn't have them up.
Yeah, man. I think Yak Face probably has them. I think.
Go ahead, Kate.
The thing about these images is the photography makes these look so cool.
Yeah,
like
so
Shooting the Galaxy, he's so good.
Shooting the Galaxy, yeah. He's really good.
Oh, okay, yeah. Like I mean, just like so cool. Like, and that's what you're gonna see when you have these and you're like playing with them. Like this is what's in your brain.
Yeah, for sure. Like I'm gonna have a spot. I bought a fancy display case. It's gonna go right here. You can't see it from here, but it's like
take the wins where you can, Bone Factory. Take the wins where you can.
Let's try it. You know what? There's gotta be some silver lining to that shit thing.
Exactly. Okay, I have
my brother died, but at least I can easily get some exclusives.
Yeah. So I have Yak Face's Instagram up.
Yeah.
So Kate, this is the new Halloween figures that they are.
Oh my gosh! My gosh!
Night Trooper Mummy. It's so good.
That's amazing.
What is it? What are the wraps? I don't get it. Like, what is?
I think it's just with Mummy. I think it's just soft. It's just like soft goods. Like,
how is that staying on? Is it like glued? What is it?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know.
It's so
I love.
So good.
I love so many of these like poses, and like this is such a fun. It's fun, is what it is. This is the Imperial Guard ghost, and he glows in the dark.
Oh no! And just like with all. Oh my gosh, that's amazing! But just like with all of the Christmas ones.
Yes.
It's the little guys that come with it. It's either the little porgs that are dressed up like
there you go.
What?
There you go.
The full-on
this is the only picture he's got. I gotta find another picture.
Oh, the little animal that she comes with is so perfect.
Yeah, he's only got one picture of it.
It's a little boggling, but it's like a black cat.
Yeah, it's the same, Kate. It's the same little guy here. But he's like painted all black with like
with yellow eyes. Yeah,
he looks like a little kitty cat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa.
As soon as they announced that, I was like, "Don't show that to Kate."
Wow. Wow, I love that. So wait. So what figure am I? It's true. Is what's the 100% right here.
The witch is Asajj Ventress.
Yeah.
Okay.
They just took her, repainted her. They gave her a soft goods hat and a broom with like a soft goods like end to it, like a little fluffy end. Like
where's the hat for? Like they made a hat.
No, they made a hat. They made the hat. They made the broom. I thought that was just something they gave it. Like it didn't really come with it, but it does. Yeah.
I can't even.
Glad to see it. Arcade broke.
I hope he fixes it sometime.
I'm just I'm here for those.
I think honestly, I think at this point we only have. I think we have the Santa. Which one was that? The
range trooper.
We have the Santa range trooper. She has a new hat. We have one of the Wookiees, I think.
The werewolkie, whatever the
we got the
werewolkie.
werewolkie. We have the
Do you have a skeleton trooper?
We have the one that came with the McBoo pail.
That's the Wookiee. The Wookiee came with that.
Okay. We have him.
I was gonna say we don't have very many at all. Like
we have like maybe 2 Halloween, 2 Christmas. I think we really didn't.
Yeah, no, because every time I was like, I love them so much.
And I go, they're $30 a piece. I don't want to buy those.
Yeah, they're a little pricey. Yeah.
Yeah, but
and at the end of the day, they're mostly just repaints of figures that like.
Okay,
but that's what I love about it. It's so stupid. Like people are like, I don't like it. It's so stupid. I'm like, I love it because it's stupid. That's why I love it. Yeah.
It's funny to me because it's like, Seth MacFarlane or a Simpsons gag where it's like, it was like, oh, okay, that's cute. All right, it's getting a little tired. Oh, they're sticking with it. It's back to being funny.
It comes back around.
Yeah. I respect the commitment to the bit.
Yeah.
For sure.
Those are just, and now I'm sure that if I wanted to go back and get all of the original Stormtroopers, they're probably $1 billion.
Probably not. Probably
not.
No. Most of the very vocal fandom online seems to hate them.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Bobby FJ Town, they did not make a Life Day Chewbacca in Black Series. They did make one in Vintage Collection.
Yep. So there was also I was gonna say there was also a G.I. Joe live stream, but there was not a G.I. Joe.
There was not. Yeah, there was famously not one.
They famously did not have one.
Yeah.
But had there been, they would have shown off this green, just the green shirt, Joe, average Joe, regular Joe guy, interchangeable heads, interchangeable hands, some weapons and stuff. Mike, I know that you did exit G.I. Joe collecting just before leaving. Is this something that you think would have appealed to you?
Oh yeah, for sure. Especially the retro collection. In fact, I just sent you that text tonight where like I was waiting for Lily to do something. So I popped into a Walmart just because I'd never been in it. And they had the retro collection, Stalker and Cobra Commander. And I'm like, I could just buy these and just start just a retro collection. Just retro. And I still might, but I decided not to get them tonight. But like, because I still like G.I. Joe. It just got out of hand.
Yeah,
and overwhelming. And instead of picking through it, the pressure of moving just was like, I'm just selling them all. I just don't want them. And now I can like
fight or flight mode.
I was. Now I'm like, do I just recollect the ones that I wanted? And
Hey, like, look, if you've ever watched the Toy Anxiety live stream, you will know that Craig Goldberg, the host of that show, has exited and rejoined Toy Lines multiple times.
Many times.
You wouldn't be alone.
So I mean, I did pre-order the Bushido or the
Budo.
Budo. Thank you. The Budo, because like that's just a samurai guy. But like I don't know, there is something about the retro line that I do still find appealing.
Yeah,
and I do like this guy. And if I did get him, I'd get 2 so I could have one of each.
Yeah, is this the gap in the torso?
I think so. I think it's a
light showing through.
No, I think it's a shadow. I think it's a or like a.
You think it's
I don't think that's a gap in the torso.
I don't know. I think that's the hinge. I think that's the hinge.
It can't be. That looks so big.
No, that doesn't make any sense.
It's too big.
No, I think it is.
Yeah.
They're fun. I'm probably gonna pass on these. I do normally like just regular, cannon fodder, troop builder guys like that. The weird thing is when they actually have faces, like if these guys had face covering helmets, I would probably like them more.
Same,
I don't know why that is.
That's what I loved about the Hoth Trooper on the Black Series, because he came with like the goggles and the mask, and you could just have a bunch of faceless guys. Yeah.
But if these get, and they'll probably get marked down somewhere at some point.
Yeah,
if gift card for Christmas or something, I'll probably grab one eventually. But I did not place a pre-order for them. This guy, though, I
This
did place
guy.
a pre-order at multiple places.
And how many of those are you going to keep? Are you going to?
I only need one. I only need
You
one.
sure this is going to be like a Chris Star situation?
No. I
A week
only
later,
need
you're
one.
like, I got 4 of them.
I have, when the first bat came out, I got 5 of them,
Yeah,
and
you
since
did.
then I've only gotten 1 of each of the variations.
Of the
that's come
different
out.
variations, yeah.
and
But this one's like definitive. Look at this. He's perfect.
It is. It looks really,
Yeah.
really great. I took the proactive step of reaching out to, because as soon as that figure came out, I needed to have the clear chest plates, and so
Sure.
third party, non-F and other places were doing chest plates. I think it was non-F, and so I ordered from multiple third party creators different kinds of chest plates to get the right look, to get the right fit, and that sort of thing. So all of my bats over there have clear chest plates. So I appreciate that they have the clear chest plates in here now. And of course I would be tempted to say, well, I want all of them to have official chest plate,
Right.
But I really do like the deco on this, and I especially like the treatment of these weapons.
I do like that. Yeah.
The shiny sort of metallic finish with a little bit of that grime and wear at the ends, and then the actual weapon effects look really, really cool. And these, sort of, I mean, we'll see what it looks like actually in person, the production version. But if these arms have that kind of metallic-y chrome, not shiny, it's not vac plated or anything, vac metal or anything like that. But I do like that more metallic finish. Compared, I'm talking myself into like 3 or 4 more.
What stands out though is that unpainted grenade on his chest.
Oh, this right here,
it just stands out. It's like everything's immaculate.
Whoops,
shiny,
missed it.
And then,
nothing going on this backpack either. Like you can see, there's places where the detail could have been painted in, and these nunchucks, they could have done something with that.
Well, as much as I like that
gun too.
Back to the Star Wars, as much as I like it, my first thought was, why don't they come with robes? Like, you're giving us all these different, all these different accessories, and you're not giving them robes. Yeah,
totally. Yeah, flamethrower and super soaker. Yes.
Yes.
Start the fire, put it out. Start the fire, put it out. Yeah.
Just one in each hand. Just
exactly. What are they doing? I don't know. It's Cobra.
Just Cobra. Wax on, wax off kind of situation.
I don't know. We've been watching enough power washing videos that you can do some damage with the.
It's true. It's true. It's, in fact, I think all that power washing stuff my Instagram has been showing me like, the power of, high pressure water, and it's like cutting steel in half and stuff, so that might be a water cannon. I don't know.
I get a lot of those, like the carpet, the rug cleaning videos that pop up on my feeds and stuff. Yeah. Like those people 100% like, oh, we just got this in from a flood. No, you made that dirty.
Yeah, exactly.
You dirtied that yourself just so you could clean it.
Yeah, we every once in a while we'll get those recommendations for like the restoration of wheels restoration, and I'm like, you buried that. You scratched that.
You buried that is not natural.
Yeah, no, exactly. So they also likely would have shown off this police officer figure, which is part of their legacy line.
Yep.
And given the context of the world happenings and national happenings and LA happenings, that to me seems like the most likely reason that live stream didn't happen.
It would make sense because it was the only thing that didn't go up for pre-order. And they pre-record those live streams, and if they're not putting up for pre-order, like, what can you do? You can't just cut it out. Like, that's too integrated. So, you don't do the live stream, and you put up the stuff for pre-order that was going to go up for pre-order.
So it's been interesting to see the response to it, right?
Yeah.
And some of the response has been, I'm not going to say polarizing. It's not that extreme, but I have definitely seen quite a bit of, how can you support this? Why would Hasbro make this? This is so insensitive. It's bad timing. It's a bad look. Any G.I. Joe collector who picks this up, what kind of message are you sending? And it's like, like everything I buy, I literally have a shelf of terrorists over there.
Yeah, right. Like what do you think Cobra is?
It's a terrorist organization.
Just because you buy figures of bad guys or whatever, it doesn't make you a bad person.
So I get it, and the whole point of this line, this is the legacy line, right? This is the legacy collection. It sort of kicked off with those anniversary figures,
right?
Where it was, I thought I had them right over here, but I don't. It was the SEAL, the sniper, the regular
Halo jumper,
jumper, that sort of thing. Honoring the, what was it, 60th, 50th anniversary of G.I. Joe as a line, kind of calling back to those original, 12-inch
Sure.
figures and stuff.
Yeah.
And this has kind of felt like the continuation of that, but it's getting a different branding called Legacy. And the first figure in the Legacy line was this firefighter, which is not out yet. So that's pre-orders are up for this. You pick it up at your favorite place.
Yeah,
like
I mean,
pre-orders.
when it comes down to it, it's just a job.
So far,
Yeah.
it's safe to say that they're doing a series of first responders,
Of
right?
first
Like, who
responders,
are
yeah.
the people in your neighborhood? Who are the local heroes?
Yeah.
I assume there's probably an EMT lined up. I don't know where you go from
Exactly.
there.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll do a teacher, school teacher, local heroes. I don't know.
Wouldn't that be
Basketball
cool?
player.
Wouldn't that be neat?
Let's bring that starting lineup mold
He's a
back
scientist.
out.
Yeah.
Here's
Here's a trash. I want a trash man. I want a trash man.
Trash man, yeah.
HasLab trash truck.
Yes,
Let's
absolutely.
do it.
I'm in. Yeah.
I would be so in on that.
So it is a natural progression. Firefighter,
Yeah.
policeman,
Sure.
EMT, whatever.
It makes sense. Yeah, absolutely.
So I get it, and I also get the idea like, it's kind of an insensitive time to put that out there, but
it's the
like,
timing is what it is. It's just the timing. Yeah.
to think that the two are connected, I think is ridiculous, and
I agree.
They're no offense, but
Yeah.
in the world we live in, as things are going currently, there's
Yeah.
not going to be a good time
No.
to put this out,
No.
like, let's wait until there's no police abuse. Let's wait until there's no
That's
issues
not
with
gonna
law
happen.
enforcement. Let's wait until there's a day where they didn't shoot it and trample protesters with a horse.
Right.
That's not going to happen.
It's not gonna
So it's
happen.
like-
yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, put it out and let me decide where that fits into my collection and how I'm going
Agreed.
to utilize that in my
Agreed.
action figure photography. Now,
Agreed.
cops, police, it's not new. It's not
No.
new to G.I. Joe. They have done police forever. Shockwave.
Yeah. Shockwave.
Who's
was one,
a SWAT cop.
He
Law
was
and
a
Order.
drug guy. They did like the drug. The
They did the whole drug and DEA,
drug
elimination force
Yeah.
was the 90s thing. And then Law and Order is an MP. He comes with the dog. He's got his little dog Order. He's a properly named Joe character. So it's not that police are completely new. This is all the stuff he comes with. And look, the labeling may be more accurate. I don't know. He was a Cobra, like Cobra Shock Trooper is clearly just a riot cop kind of figure. They've done these things before, and it's more of an issue of when this
Sure.
is happening, the timing of it happening, given everything that's going on. My hope is that they're going to let it cool off for a couple of weeks and then just go ahead and figure out.
Because like you said, like you can easily still fit this in your collection, like whether you put them on one side or the other, like or just as a thing, like. Let the people decide if they want it or not.
Yeah, it's I get that it's a sensitive subject here and there, and different people have reasons for getting it or not getting it.
Yeah,
but I'm in for 2 or 3 if when it finally gets released.
I was gonna say you got some new pictures you gotta take with Captain America and some flags and
and as a kid. Collecting G.I. Joe, playing with G.I. Joe, Star Wars, whatever. One of my favorite narratives that I would always sort of fall into. I almost never army built anything as a kid, right? Because you only have so many times through the year where you can spend a token to get something. Right?
Absolutely, birthday, Christmas. You're not getting a figure you already have.
No,
whatever.
Your brother's birthday. Yeah, exactly. So. And you only have so much money. You want to get new things. So I'm not going to get new
stuff. Yeah.
I'm not going to have a second Stormtrooper. I'm not going to have a second Bat. I'm not going to have a second anything. And so the narrative that frequently came up for me was the idea of that individual character switching sides, right?
Sure.
So, the 25th anniversary line had a jungle decoed Bat. He was all in like camo and stuff. And to me, I thought of that figure as, he's been reprogrammed by G.I. Joe. They put him in camo and now it's a good guy. Now it's a robot fighting for the good guy side.
Sure.
So let me come up with my own narrative on the shelves about how, this police officer figure has changed sides and now he's a good guy.
Yeah.
So, anyway, that's that. Hopefully, like I said, we're just taking a little bit of a break, letting things cool off.
That's a good point. They did put Mercer up for pre-order too, and that's
exactly.
Story.
That is exactly the story I'm telling.
Yeah.
So that's I think that's about what I've got set up for tonight. Unless you got something else you want to talk about, Mike, as far as there's a couple of live streams, hit all that stuff. The only other stuff I really wanted to talk about was we did 2 weeks ago, we did the history of Robotech. Just bring up my photos here.
Well, my question, did you end up going to the Toy Pizza thing?
I was not able to get to that because it was happening while I was at the airport.
Oh, right. The airport thing.
The only way I was going to be able to make it to the 5 Points Fest and Toy Pizza, what they call it this year, wasn't the expo. It was the experience, Toy Pizza Experience. I would have needed to have caught at least any flight on Saturday to be home Saturday night to be able to go on Sunday. So since I wasn't able to get in on Sunday until Sunday, I wasn't able to make that.
That makes sense. Yeah, actually, what are your thoughts on the Infinite Legions?
Interesting stuff. We've known about that coming for a bit now, and it looks really cool. They just put up a video, I think today or yesterday, where it's Jeremy Gerard, Eric, not
Treadway,
the other one, Eric Treadway. Thank you. Like there's two Erics there. It's not it's the other one. Eric Treadway, Jeremy Gerard, and then Matt Dowdy's in there as well, talking about sort of where the figure came from, where Infinite Legions came from, the whole idea behind it. And a lot of the footage in there is from Matt's studio, where he, does all this Glyos stuff, and his character, George Gaspar's in there too, with his whole shelves just full of Glyos figures behind him. I think it's really, really neat. For those that don't know, when Four Horsemen were coming up with the Mythic Legions line idea, they had originally considered and were going to do it as a 4-inch Glyos-based system. Glyos is the system of pegs and receivers so that you can make all these interchangeable parts. They still have articulation, and any figure set that uses
two
Glyos.
Secret Galaxy figures that are Glyos.
There are three.
Three. You're right.
Three figures that have used the Glyos system. So they're interchangeable with all those parts. And there's dozens of people out there that are using that system to make their figures. And so you can interchange all the parts, buy the same figure multiple times, make all kinds of crazy creations. And so originally, Four Horsemen were considering using that as the basis for Mythic Legions. Ultimately, they decided to go 6-inch, came up with their own interchangeable parts system. The pop and swap is part of the draw of the Mythic Legions line. Although if you are like Mike and I, you have to put them back.
You can have a lot of fun
when you're done playing.
But when you put them away, they have to go back to how they were.
How many Joes did you have at once in total? Like as a kid, probably I don't know, a couple dozen. As an adult, several hundred. I have a lot.
Suck it, little Dan.
Many Joes.
Yeah, I have one of those really big, like long, I don't know, 30-gallon totes or whatever, just full of G.I. Joe figures, vintage and modern. So I think it's really interesting. This Infinite Legions line is, Mythic Legions is their mythology that is sort of self-contained. Cosmic Legions is a self-contained thing, and then there's sort of off. They don't really exist in any universe, like the Zolocon Headhunter, the PowerCon, Demistros, whatever that guy's name was. Just figures that look like they could have fit in the world, but don't actually have any in-world place. And then there is the Figura Obscura, which is all public domain sorts of. It seems to have been mostly literary characters, or mythological,
or like gods, or like mythological. Like I still haven't opened Ganesha.
Yeah, exactly. So Ganesha, the two Egyptian ones, Bastet and whatever it was, Anubis. And so then this is Infinite Legions is a fourth line outside of all that. Cosmic, Mythic, Figure Obscura, fifth line outside of all of that is going to be them partnering with other independent creators who have their own sort of characters and toy lines and those sorts of things. And it's kicked off with Matt Dowdy's. I don't have any pictures of it. Matt Dowdy's Phaeton. So I think it's really exciting, really cool. Figure looks neat. It's Phaeton, and I can't remember what the name of the other character is, but it's I will most likely pick it up at some point. As far as looking at the pieces and saying I need those pieces in my collection, I don't know that I'm quite there.
I like the hand blaster, little Mega Man-y.
Yeah, I was gonna say a lot of people are gonna be doing Mega Man custom type things with that. But it looks cool. I'm very excited. I'm excited to see who the next, what the next character is that they're gonna partner with on that, and where that line goes. Don't have any now, but I did order Beathir. I made my third payment on Beathir.
my third and final payment comes out in like 2 days.
Yeah.
And then I'll own a dragon.
Exactly. 2 years from now.
2 years from now. But the money we paid for. Yeah.
Yes. It is paid for. So 2 weeks ago we did history of Robotech the movie, which was very interesting. Last week we did the history of this went live this week was history of Megas. For years I've been saying Megas because I didn't watch the show and I didn't know how it was pronounced. Megas XLR. Very interesting story there. In fact, one of the co-creators had a piece of follow-up news, which I would have liked to have had for the video. Like he posted our video and was like, oh, we just had some conversations about potentially, we just got the rights back and we're going to be able to do it. And then Zaslav flushed the whole thing and killed it. So nothing's going to happen with that. So
that sucks.
But I appreciate that they saw the video and, posted it. That was really cool. This week we it's going to be a member video. So you'll have to be a YouTube member or a Patreon member. If you want to check this video out, we're doing the history of the Lamborghini Countach. And I
that looks like a Photoshop of you next to a Countach.
Well, I don't know why.
I know it's not.
The museum is really cool, and they had a lot of cool cars there. And I'm not a car guy. Like I wanted to do this video. This was my idea to do the history of the Countach. I just like the car. It's cool. And it has it shows up in a lot of pop culture things. Of course, the only thing I have on my desk here is this micro machine.
I mean, that's clearly Sideswipe from Transformers.
Yes. And so I liked the car. I know way more about it now. I like it even more than I did before we did the video. And so we wanted to get some pictures of me with the car and get our own sort of B-roll footage of this thing. And so I went down to the Newport Car Museum in Portsmouth, Rhode Island. Down in I used to live down there. I went down there yesterday to go get my own pictures of it. And I walk in and it's the very first car you see. And I'm like, cool, there it is. And there's two problems. One, what's with the green screen wraparound background? Are they encouraging you
background? Yeah.
Are they encouraging you to put your your own Starfield or Santa's Village?
Yeah, they want it to look.
I'm
like
on the beach with my Countach.
They want it to be. They want it to be that that sweet vector graphics in the backyard.
Now I'm on the moon with my Countach.
It's in the volume. Yeah, Josh Brown. It's in the volume. Yeah, I can be on Tatooine.
You and Mando and Grogu in your Countach.
But my main issue is that color against that red looks like crap.
It does look real bad.
Awful.
Yeah.
I hate it. Like that car is super red, but I don't know, to my stupid colorblind eyes, right? It's very red, and I just like the green reflecting off of it, and it's I don't know.
It looks like you've been photoshopped into that photo of Countach.
Totally. The other problem with it is that stand that it's on is rotating. It's a rotating stand.
You have to do it exactly when it hits the angle that you want.
So I had a remote, and I didn't notice I had done this until I was looking at the pictures. Until I was looking at the pictures afterward, that I rotated my head.
I love it
exactly at the same rate that the car is rotating. Perfect.
I still think that the front of that car looks like a face. I'm seeing
she sees big lips, like a mouth.
Yeah, I think it looks like
she
looks like Turbo Teen.
Turbo Teen is accurate. She's saying Gypsy from MST3K.
Okay, I can kind of see the mouth.
Well, now that I'm looking at more, I feel like it looks like a horn pout. It looks like a catfish.
You put little whiskers on there.
Yeah.
Oh, Jason Reichard just said it looks like a catfish. So,
yeah.
So that's coming up next week. So you got to be a member to see that one, to get all my thoughts about the Lamborghini Countach and some more of the photos and footage and stuff. Check that out.
You learned so much about that car this week.
I really did. I don't want to call anything out on this specific car because I do talk about it in the video. Yeah,
that's Turbo Teen. That's Turbo Teen. Yeah. You did a back when you started doing Twitch stuff. You did we were watching videos live and you had a whole thing of Turbo Teen. I think you just done a video on Turbo Teen.
Probably, yeah. We did do a Turbo Teen. It's a good video. You should watch that one. You haven't watched that one before. And what I didn't know, and I thought I was going to be able to work this into the video, but I didn't.
I'm seeing that now, Aaron. I'm seeing that now.
Totally. If you ever saw Michael Jackson's Moonwalker, the full feature, the mini feature type thing, in that movie he turbo teens. I had totally forgotten about this, probably just blacked it out from trauma. He turns into a car in that movie. And the car he turns into is a Lancia Stratos Zero, which is this like concept car, which was
really?
I'm giving you all this free information. You got to sign up for to become a member of Patreon to get more. But it's by the same.
Everyone knows Dan $1.
Yeah, it's by Gandini, who worked for Bertoni, who is the design firm that ends up designing the Countach.
Okay.
But this is the car that Michael Jackson turbo teens into in Moonwalker, and like it's like a bulletproof Lancia Stratos Zero, and the cops are shooting. Joe Pesci and the cops are shooting at him.
Joe Pesci.
Yeah,
he's got to go. He's got to go rob a house.
Yeah. This was my 80s. What would a guy look like who probably would have owned a Countach back then?
For sure.
And like I'm looking at photos, and I was like, all right, members only jacket, jeans, aviators. This is probably what this is the most accurate I can get with my wardrobe. So
I think you nailed it. I think you did a good job.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. That'll be good. So all right, that's that. I don't think I have anything else. If you guys don't have anything else, we'll call it a show. Thank you very much to everybody for hanging out tonight. And we'll see you next time. Maybe next week. Maybe the week after that. We'll see.
Who knows?
All right. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.